John Williams, and for the longest time I've been interested in science and nature. Always been this way. I grew up in northeastern Kansas, always outside as a kid, exploring the glaciated hills, and the limestone caves. And when I was growing up, we would go outside and I would hear these stories about the sky, the night sky, and I just fell in love with them. And so I found that I really liked telling and sharing those stories with other people. Alice helped me realize that I still love telling stories, that that's still kind of a core value for me. One of the cool things that I liked about this program is that it helped me find my adjacent possible. The adjacent possible is this idea of this future where my knowledge and my talent come together in this focus, in this kind of future where I see things that nobody else has seen. I connect the dots, and Atlas is a perfect place for that kind of thing to happen. So my project for this thesis it's called the FTS Explorer. FTS stands for Fourier Transform Spectrometer. This is a unique data set at the National Solar Observatory. Unfortunately, there are scientists who find it really hard to find, very hard to use. So bouncing off that idea of adjacent possible, what drew me to this topic was the idea of using really high resolution data to tell a story. So what's cool about the night sky is that when you look at it, it is full of color. The stars are blue, red, yellow, green. That light tells a story. This light is like a fingerprint. It can tell us how old a star is. It can tell us some of the processes going on in the star. And most importantly, it can tell us what the star is made of. This spectrum is broken up into the hot spots of the sun, but also into the cool parts in the sunspots. And what's cool about that is that they can use this to study cooler stars out there. I decided that that the graph should take up the entire frame, so it's 100%, the whole thing's responsive. And I use D3JS, a popular charting visualization tool. That was a plus and a minus. The learning curve for D3 is very steep, and I think that worked against me in this regard, but the results are really nice. I think the visualization is a good minimum viable product. Certainly, it's started a discussion with the scientists who are most invested in this, and I think that's a really good discussion to have. One thing that is up in the air is what's next for it. I would like to continue this work, make it better. Maybe that includes a grant from the National Science Foundation. Maybe it's something that will continue on as part of my job. New features that this really certainly needs to be more interactive. Being able to move up and down the spectrum and exploring specific parts. Bringing in more atlases, bringing in the other atlases so we can compare the data to each other, to these hot spots and cool spots. What was most exciting about the project was being able to take this data, hard to use, hard to find, and bringing it to life, telling a story, using it to tell a story about the story in the starlight. Making it available for scientists to find their adjacent possible in this data set. Maybe they'll find new processes and new stars. Maybe they'll find new elements. Maybe they'll find something different, something new, something unique. And I think a lot of these decisions that I've made were only possible because of the discussions we've had in Atlas, in the classroom, in the study groups. Those things, that sharing of information, that sharing of ideas helped me find kind of an adjacent possible in this project. Most important thing for John is to be kind to future John. This is really important to me. So this means creating every day. This is one of the things that I've learned in Atlas that I cherish the most. That means more Milky Way photography. That means more writing. I have a lot of things to do. And Atlas has been the perfect place to explore all these things.